Hello, and in this video we're going to be solving an equation by using a graphing method. We're going to graph in your graphing calculator found on your website. We're going to use DESMOS to solve equations looking at graphs to do that. So there's going to be two different methods that we're going to use here. We're going to use the method of equations that are equal to 0 and equations that are equal to each other down here. So the first one, when equation equals 0, we find the x-intercepts by dragging the points along the graph. You're going to put in the equation into DESMOS here in the first box. Here you're just going to put the equation in that you see here as it equals y. So you're going to do y equals, and then you're going to type this equation in, 3x to the fourth minus x cubed, 3x. We're going to use the keyboard here, x to the fourth minus x to the third, x to the third power plus 4x squared plus 4x squared. You can use a specific one on x squared, and then minus 5. So what we're doing here is DESMOS actually gives you the x-intercepts right here, and you can see them on the graph. That's what we're looking for when we're trying to solve when it equals 0. So these 2 points, you can actually click on them and it will post them on the graph. So the 2 points we're looking at here is negative 0.846 and positive 0.937. Now those are not going to be exact, but it's rounded to 3 decimal places. If you want more than 3 decimal places, you're going to have to zoom in on the area that you want there. So if you want this to be a better estimate than 0.937, we can zoom in on this by just clicking on the zoom button. You can shift this around. If you zoom in on that area and then click on and you can see now we have 4 decimal places. So if we continue to zoom in, we can get more accurate decimals to the graph or the solution depending on how many decimal places we want here. So one of the solutions here to 4 decimal places is going to be 0.9369, and it rounds for you. So 0.9369 is one of your solutions, 369, and then if we move back to the other point on DESMOS, we drag it over here, we can get a 4 decimal place over here, which is 0.8457 negative 0.8457 is our second solution. Okay, so that's if we're looking for one or solutions to any equation that equals 0. We just type in the y equals equation to the thing, and then we find the x-intercepts. And we can always go back here to the original graph by just clicking on the back buttons. Alright, on the second graph type, we're going to put one equation in each box. So we're going to do this one here first. So these are the same except for this sign. This is negative, and the rest of it is the same. So negative 3x to the fourth power, negative 3x to the fourth plus 8x squared equals 2x. One's minus 9, one's plus 9. So we're going to do the plus 9 first. So we're going to take this and we're going to do y equals, and then we're going to put in the negative 3x to the fourth plus 8x squared. And in the second one, we're going to put in y equals 2x plus 9. All right, so on our first equation here, that's what we have. If you look at this again, that's the left-hand side, negative 3x to the fourth plus 8x squared. And the right-hand side is 2x plus 9. If we look at the graph of this, the blue graph is the 2x plus 9, and the red graph is the negative 3x to the fourth plus 8x squared. Both of them, they don't look like they intersect. So this is going to be a no solution problem right here. So this has no solution, no intersection, no solution. Now, if we want to check the second one here where it's a minus 9, all we have to do is go back, change this to a minus instead of a plus. And we can see that this is going to cross down here twice. We drag down, we can see there's two intersection points. Now you can drag one point until you get to the other one. They should show you those intersection points. And we're looking at just, these are just x values, so we're going to be looking at the x value of this thing. So we're looking at the 1.796 and the negative 1.949. Those are our solutions. We're not going to be looking at the y values. So the answers to this one are x equals 1.796 to 3 decimals, and x equals negative 1.949. Negative 1.949. So in this type where we have two equations, we have an equation on the left side and an equation on the right side, we put those in individually as y equals, and we look for intersections. The intersection, if there is no intersection, there's no solution. If there is multiple intersections, then we have multiple solutions. And that's the two different methods.